Hello, everybody. My name is Simon, and today I'm going to talk about weather. We must know about parts of the weather. So, there's some kind of weathers that you might often see in the sky, like sometimes it's sunny, rainy, or maybe cloudy. You could, you might couldn't tell which weathers come after which. So, you want to know how they formed? Mostly, they formed based we know about how they formed based by the clouds. When it is a clear blue sky with some little streaking clouds, which is known as cirrus clouds, it is sunny, very sunny. While some cumulus clouds that are a lot bigger than cirrus clouds and contains a lot of water droplets, it would still be sunny, but sometimes rainy or even cloudy. But in some types of cumulus clouds, but they are dark. Then it's stormy or rainy. How we can measure the weather? We use some tools so we can describe the weather and how the atmosphere. If there's big pressure on the atmosphere, there's high air pressure. But if it's only a little tiny bit of pressure, then it is low air pressure. We need some clues or tools to predict the weather. Scientists often use some tools or instruments to record and see how they change. Like some tools like the barometer, it can measure air pressure. Or the wind vane, it can measure how the wind blows. An anemometer, I didn't know what that is, but I know what the rain gauge did. It measures the rain after it falls, while the hygrometer measures the amount of water vapor in the air. Scientists can also rely on the atmosphere too. The scientists can rely on how it changes in pressure, so scientists can know when it's rainy, cloudy, sunny, or anything. People sometimes have weather maps. Weather maps you often see in the TV forecast. It can show data for an area. They can show low or high pressure in that area, or sometimes they have keys to know what some symbols meant, like a cloud full of droplets of water means rain, while a sun shining in the sky means sunny. There's also some pollution alerts. You must watch for it. What causes these pollution alerts? Well, let's take a look. We might also see some transportations happening these pollution alerts. The sun causes the gas to burn into the air, making some smog alerts. Cars, trucks, and motorbikes are mainly behind all of the smog alert and pollution. Well, as you know, sometimes the smog alert is very unhealthy or very toxic and harmful to people. Sometimes you might have difficulty breathing in some days that have smog alerts, so you must stay inside, or you might have a cough. There's some weather patterns too. It mainly depends on the water and sun. If the sun is high in the sky, you know it's sunny. But if there are big clouds or black clouds that are storming into your part of the city, it might be a very big storm or just a little rain. Deserts have their own weather patterns. Some deserts can be hot, or some deserts can be very cold, like the Antarctica. And plus, I want to give you a fun fact. Not every country has 4 seasons. Some countries is very hot, like in Africa. It is right at the equator line. Countries that lie right on top of the equator line or very near to it is as in those countries it is very hot and nearly has no winter. But while some countries lies only between, that is far away from the equator and also far away from the coldness of the Antarctica or Arctic, then it is also has 4 seasons, normal seasons. But if some country lies right on top the Antarctica or Arctic, or sometimes just very near to it, it might be a very cold weather. It may even have no season at all, just pitch black and very cold. I thought they might have no summer. So, you want to know about the dangerous storms and how to avoid it. Like tornadoes. It's just like a vortex spinning. It's just like a vortex spinning from a black cloud down, and it destroys everything it goes by. It just destroys it all. Thunderstorms can be a problem too. You know what it causes? Lots of thunder and lightning, which can kill a lot of people, and also a lot of rain. Hurricanes it's just nearly like tornadoes, but stronger. It's mainly in the sea, on a body of water. But it is very strong when it's on land. Nearly everything destroys in a city when a hurricane just comes nearby. Blizzards, which is known as a snowstorm, is very dangerous. People may get sick when they stand alone in a blizzard. They might even get buried in the snow. So sometimes, like snowstorms like that, people get their children home early. You also must know how to stay safe during a storm. The first thing you need to go to a safe place. And you might also need to call for help or dial 911. That is dial the emergency number. And now I'm going to teach you how to cover yourself during a storm, like earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, etc. Like in those storms, maybe the whole building will fall down. Lots of rubber will fall on us. But I know how to cover. First, you put your feet on like this, and then your head down. You just covered your hand down like this. That is how you covered yourself during a storm. So you must be safe when a storm comes. You also need to know how to predict when a storm is coming. You need to often check the weather forecast. It now mostly might be right or sometimes might be wrong. I often listen to the weather forecast sometimes so I can avoid and tell my parents about most storms. So that's all. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. See you next week.